Satanists want to recruit. We know that it's been going on for many years. This is not new, but their arrogance and their outwardness about the way they recruit is becoming unbelievable.
Recruiters will go out there into various high schools and draw kids into the system because they're very street smart, some of these Satanists, and they can draw these kids into it very seductively where their parents may not even know it.
Sometimes they'll simply suck them in through the local high schools, sex and drug parties. They may go to the local bus station, find the runaways down there, Skid Row, or they may come from very affluent families.
I've noticed that these kids are bored with society, they're bored with school, they're bored with some of the churches that are out there.
I have young people calling me regularly, telling me that they have been involved in some sort of animal mutilation sacrifice. And the reason why they say that they go out to these animal mutilation sacrifices is because they're provided with vodka or drugs, cocaine, or free sex. And they don't particularly like, as this one girl said to me, I don't really like to hear the squealing animals in the cemeteries when they do their rituals, but they give me free vodka.
Repeatedly you'll see the drug usage being used. Sometimes the high priest or the high priestess won't use drugs because they may not be able to have that mental, spiritual control over the people that are in the actual coven, but they will then give it to their members.
And so to cover up what I'd seen and what I'd been taking part in, I started taking drugs, which they provided. So that was another reason for staying at the coven. They were providing me heroin.
I believe that hate is necessary in a controlled way just as much as love is necessary. Most of the people that are in my group are professional people, they're business people, they're people that are from very responsible walks of life.
only international satanic religious institution fully recognized by the United States government.
I remember being tied up to a pole with this girl named Emily.
There was an explosion of daycare sex abuse scandals like the Kelly Michaels case in the last decade.
I remember playing the naked lady game.
The most notorious, perhaps the one that ignited them all, happened at the McMartin preschool in Manhattan Beach, California.
Someone killed a horse in front of you?
Yeah.
Where?
That was at a farm. That was part of the scare tactics. You know, this could happen to your mom and dad if you tell about anything that's happened.
And who killed the horse?
Ray Bucky.
It began 10 years ago with a single accusation of child abuse against one teacher, Raymond Bucky.
I have a daughter who has massive evidence of being raped and being sodomized.
But it quickly grew.
More than 100 counts of trial with 208 counts of
until there were 7 defendants.
More than 300 charges.
And hundreds of charges.
I think adults have had a lot of influence on the children.
Raymond Bucky, his sister Peggy Ann, their mother Peggy McMartin Bucky, grandmother Virginia McMartin, and 3 teachers were all charged with sexually abusing 18 children at the McMartin preschool.
It was a prestigious school in the area. It had a waiting list. And
Kevin Cody, publisher of a local newspaper.
Virginia McMartin was the Manhattan Beach Woman of the Year 2 or 3 years prior to the investigations.
Witnessed the wave of sex abuse charges that washed over the entire beach community.
Do you know, altogether, including McMartin, how many schools in this area closed because of allegations of child abuse?
7.
And was anyone ever convicted?
No.
All right, we are ready for the jury.
Raymond Bucky and his mother Peggy were the only McMartin defendants to stand trial.
As to counts 3.
On January 18, 1990.
8, count 9, count 12.
After 124 13, witnesses.
Count 14.
1,000 pieces of evidence.
Count 56. Count 57.
And $15 million of taxpayers' money.
59.
The longest and most expensive criminal trial in U.S. history came to an end.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the very defendants not guilty.
This is all that's left of the McMartin preschool. It was torn down in 1990. The children, the 3-, 4-, and 5-year-olds who said they were molested, are teenagers now.